Greetings all, Ferrari Man 601 here. Welcome back to Assetto Corsa and welcome to the Red Bull Ring in Austria, site of the first two rounds of the 2020 Formula One World Championship, the official Grand Prix of Austria, coming to you tomorrow. Currently, my time recording this, probably not tomorrow by the time this is released, and the Grand Prix of the Steiermark, which is going to be coming the following weekend. Two races at the same venue. This, of course, is an accommodation that's had to be made to a greatly protracted World Championship calendar due to the ongoing craziness in the world. However, what are we doing here today? Well, we are not here to do a review of a car or a track or a mod feature or anything like that. I'm not here to shout superlatives at you praising RaceSim Studio, even though they have made an absolutely tremendous car in this Formula Hybrid 2020. What we're here to do is try to get in the 102s here. Valtteri Bottas setting pole position, my time, earlier this morning for the Austrian Grand Prix, round one of two races here from Austria. And he did it in just over 62 seconds. Bottas's Q3 time, 102.939. That's 62.939 seconds. That's well faster than I have managed to get here. My personal best here is a 103.683. And I saw that time that Bottas did earlier, and I just cannot comprehend it. How is he finding the grip? How is that Mercedes finding the grip where no other car seems to be able to find the grip? Max Verstappen third on the grid behind both Bottas and Hamilton. He's over a half a second down. How do they do this? Well, I don't know. The Mercedes is probably using some sort of witchcraft or something because I can't even begin to approach it. But can we perhaps put that right? I don't know. What do we do trying to fix this? Well, I've got 3 laps or so worth of fuel on board this thing. We have really trimmed this out in terms of what the wings are. The differential's opened up. Suspension is softened for compliance around some of the high curbs around here because most of the corners here you really have to attack the apices. Can we even get anywhere near 63 seconds flat? Never mind 62. Is it at all possible? I don't know. I really don't know, but we're going to try. I've been trying this on and off throughout the day today, and so far results have been mixed. I have reset my personal best a couple of times, but still nowhere near approaching Bottas. Can we put that right? I don't know. Now that we got our pedals calibrated and reading correctly, let's get out and try to do something about this. We have about 0.8 of a lap surplus fuel on board, so we'll try to burn off as much of that as we can on the outlap without killing the tires, because the plan is 3 flying laps per run. That may get taken down to 2 flying laps per run, depending on how we go here. And I got tire temperature, brake temperature. No tire warmers for me, because I hate them. This means that you have to be even more deliberate on an outlap. You don't want to knock the new out of the tires too fast, but you also got to put energy into them. Check our settings here, brake bias and hybrid recovery. We want 100%. We'll switch it to hot lap mode just as we enter the final corner right now. Off we go. DRS open. What can we do here, folks? Trying to be as smooth as possible through turn 1. Tires are not quite up to temperature, so a little bit of oversteer as we got into the power there. Want to pull 8th gear before you crack 11 seconds into the run, so we've done that. You want to try and minimize wheel spin out of turn 3 there, but you don't want to completely eliminate it because then you'll just bog down. Not so much low-end torque in this car. A little bit of a lock up there on the right front as the weight transfers left. Pretty normal. Balancing the car on the tire sidewall, basically. 6th gear here, full throttle, a little bit of understeer. Tires are still not quite up. We'll have 2 more laps on this run. little bit wide still. Really, you want fifth gear through the final corner. And we have 104 and change, 104.27, okay. More or less on par with a Q1 time from Bottas. Slow is fast into 3. A little bit of bogged down in fourth gear, no problem. Again, you want that. Revs will come down, the wheel spin calms down. Second gear, apex on the throttle early, full throttle by the time you get to the exit curbs. 4/10 up. Come on, come on, come on. On the power, now. Yep. 0.44, 0.55, 0.46. Okay. Fifth gear, hard on the throttle. Overrun there on the curbs there. That's why they're there. 103.72. Smooth on the gas. Lost a bit of time, I feel. We're dead on the last lap time now. Come on, we need more than that. Lost a bit of time there. Again, it's going to bog down because the corner is off camber. It's almost luck of the draw at times. Could have gained a little bit. Marginally. Come on. There's all the road on the exit. Dropping away on this run. Yep, continuing to drop away. Yep, lost it all, I think. Yep. Going backwards now. 103.96. So 2 laps below a 104, and it's still not enough. All right. So we have got some work to do, folks. Yes, we do. 103.72 was the session best right now. Yep, 103.726. That's not good enough. We'll restart the session, we'll clear everything out, and we'll try again on this setup. I made a couple of mistakes on the last 2 laps, so there is more time to be had. We're within a tenth of my personal best, but again, there's more time to be had. Close the DRS a bit early. Try to burn off some more fuel. Right, hot lap. Here we go. DRS. Wash the tires through turn 1 on the first lap. Into 8th gear before 10 seconds in, or right at about 10 there when it slipped over. Just squeezing the throttle out of turn 3 as if there's an egg underneath the pedal. A little bit of oversteer induced by the downshift from 3rd to 2nd. Actually helps the nose get in a little bit through that corner. Again, another slightly off camber on the entrance anyway. You're really going for it here. Come on, pal. DRS. I closed it. Damn it. 103.64. Very nearly personal best for me. We're down a little bit. 200ths in turn 1. Got a problem now. I had a screen flicker. Probably Dell support assist rearing its ugly head. All right. We will rectify that situation presently. All right, yes, so we're back. Yes, it was Dell support assist thinking that I need assistance in supporting myself. Which I do, if you must know, but not from Dell. Anyway, yes, that previous run that we did actually did reset my personal best, 103.643. But I know that I can do better than that. Close the flap again, burn off more fuel. Hot lap, off we go. Hit 320 clicks into one. I completely knackered that. Back off. All right, well, that sucked. But we will wind it up for laps 2 and 3. Right. All right. Slow is fast into turn 2 or turn 3, whatever they want to call it these days. And of course, you can basically disregard the delta in the top right. Third gear through there. I don't really know if second or third is faster. The same way that I don't really know if 7th or 6th is faster there. Turns 9 and 10. Basically treat them as one corner. .55 or 66, can't quite read it. Might be a personal best, might be not. That's a 6.5, okay. Not quite a new personal best, but knocking on a door. Big lockup. Can we get the car stopped? We can get it stopped. We give away all the advantage that we had. Third gear may be marginally faster there. Under Steer City. I don't feel like giving up though. Just gonna send it to the line. Still a 103. Just a couple of days ago, I would have been mighty proud of that lap time, but now I know that the actual limit is way lower. Do we start to play with the setup a little bit? If we take fuel out, we run the risk of running out of fuel as we approach the line on the end of lap 3. Could mean that we only do 2 laps, but I don't know. We'll take out 1 click of wing, front and rear, and we'll go again. And there's a lot to be said for downforce mid-corner, but there's also a lot to be said for straight line speed and finding the balance between both of them. That is the holy grail, is it not? A little understeer there as the tires come in. All right. Off we go. Yep, just kissing the speed bump there on the outside. That's what you want. Get it stopped, get it turned. Now get on the power. Just control the wheel spin. Bit wide. What do we have? 104.07. Down a bit through turn 1. Let me claw it back. I know we could be a little bit better through 3 here, even though I call it turn 2. Knowing that you can be better doesn't mean that you will be better, though. Marginally made up a little bit of ground and then gave it all back. Aha! Last ditch effort here. Somehow we didn't lose any time through that. Okay, I'll take it. Get the car stopped, turn it in. All right, that's how you make up a quarter of a second in 1 corner. Starting to run a little bit low on the boost juice. Use all of the exit curb. That's 0.4. Gave up a bit of time there through the final corner. 0.4, 103.67. All right. I can't quite discern if making the downforce adjustment really did anything. I don't know where else we should go by this point. I like the diff to be open, so it's all the way open. I don't know if... It doesn't feel like the car is rotating too much or too little in terms of body roll. Do I want to... I don't know. Perhaps lower in the wheel rates a touch. Front and rear. Because again, you need low speed compliance, particularly for turn 3. But then you need it to just bite at the higher speed stuff, and it might do something. The ride height seems fine. Might actually be able to do a couple of clicks lower without changing the center of gravity, but just to bring the center of gravity down a little bit. I don't know. That my guess is as good as anybody's at the moment. Good thing is the car's not bottoming anywhere, except for the backs of the high curbs, which is what you would expect anyway. All right, hunker down, boys. It was a little bit nasty on the way in. Get it stopped, get it turned, get it out. .42, that's slow. Gave up a little bit of time through one. Got the wheel spin killed in third gear there. That might have been marginally better. That's 0.47. Man, you really just got to be willing to go for it. Lost a bit of time on the way in. Boost juice running a little low. Made some time up there in third gear. Giving a little bit back. We just gave it away at the final corner there. But that was only off by how much? One lap to the next. Was it seriously within a couple thou? Yes, it was. Well, a couple hundredths anyway. That's cool. But it's nowhere near a 102. How am I going to find 8/10? Seriously, how am I going to find 8/10? This is a little bit ridiculous because if you want to find that amount of time, you need to get a lot more speed everywhere on the track, not just down the straights, not just in the corners, but everywhere. Every apex has to be marginally faster. Every straight needs to be marginally quicker in terms of top speed. The acceleration needs to be marginally better. The only way that I can think quick and dirty to do that is to just keep taking wing off. I mean, what happens if we drop this down to 10? Just for the sake of argument. I've gone back to the setup I had before, and we're just taking this down to 10, front and rear. The car's probably going to understeer too much now. But maybe not. This thing has a lot of grip from the floor, so maybe the wings don't matter that much. Even though I think I'm about to eat that statement. Forgot I'm on an outlap here. No heat in the tires yet. I'm just going to have to be more strict about the apex curbs in the high-speed stuff because the car's going to want to wash out wide because it's got less downforce. So if I give it more room in which to do that, it might be okay. Get it stopped, get it turned. Did not mean to do that brake bias adjustment. That was sideways. All in a day's work. No. I fear we gave up any chance we had of doing something amazing on this lap with that moment. And we did, indeed. 104.56. Up by 600ths through turn one. It's 2/10. Use the curbs to pull the car through the corner a little bit. If you can hit them, that is. Last lap, here we go, 104.02. Went way sideways through one. Get it stopped, get it to the apex, and get it out. Made up a lot of the deficit, but not all of it. Yep, lost more time. The rear broke free. I think we've hit the cliff where we can't take off more downforce. Cliff has indeed been reached. That's just not going to work. That's not going to work in the least. Now, the inverse of this is to add more downforce. So what happens if we just go a little crazy and bring it to 20? This is going to be too much, I know, but just what if, for the sake of argument? How much harder can we actually attack the high-speed corners with more grip? Because carrying more wing on this car does mean that you pay a penalty, but not as much as you might think because you have DRS. At least down the back straight and down start finish. In the real world, they've got DRS in 3 places on this track, but the Assetto Corsa version was made before that third DRS zone was added. But perhaps that's a distinct disadvantage. Although is another, I don't know, 600 meters of running DRS really worth half a second? I don't know. Definitely feel like we've got a little bit more grip. He says as he goes completely sideways through the final corner. This feels slower. It just does. And I'm trying too hard. It just feels slower. It does. Not sure why, but it just feels marginally worse all around. So I don't like that at all. We'll go back to what we had. Let's try this out of 2 laps rather than 3 and see what we can pull out of the bag. Every liter is worth, what, 1/10 of a second, something like that? right. Here goes nothing, folks. Now I just have to remember I have 2 laps on this run, not 3. Don't go for a 3rd lap. I made a mess of this. Turned it in just a fraction late. One more time coming up. That was entirely sideways. Defaulted to understeer though, which I'm happy about, 103.9. Lost a bunch of time bounding over the curbs. This is already going to be off the mark. I don't think we can make up that much already. .72. So again, not a personal best. So I don't know if the fuel load is really worth that much. I really don't. Try another run on this fuel load and see what it does. But at this point, I don't think we're going to get to a 62-second lap. I don't care if it's 62.999. But I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't think that I am capable of doing this in 62 seconds. All right, tires are pretty much there. Give me all of the power. Little lock up of the right front there going into one. Compromised us a little. On a 3.73. Pick up the curbs, get on the throttle. Ah, damn it! I don't know if that was going to be quicker or not. I think it was going to be marginally better, but not all that much better. One more time. See, that's the beauty of a video game. You can just hit restart session and the $500,000 of damage that you just did just disappears. Seriously, something like that would have probably taken the team all night to fix. That was sweet through one. I'll take it. This little kink right here is what they call turn 2. It's not, but it's officially a turn according to Jean Tot and his sausage makers. All right. A little bit wide. .103.87. Marginally slower through one that time round. Get it stopped, get it turned, get it out. Wow, we gave up 3/10 there. Holy shit, I suck. I suck bigly. Yes, I do. .104.03. Yes, so that run taught us that I suck a lot. You can see where you start to fall into the lion's mouth with all of this. This is just me trying to do better than a 103.6 at this point. Getting below a 103? How? It's like, how? Honestly, I want to know how. From where I'm sitting with my woeful capabilities, I don't see how it's possible. I just don't. I can turn in a fraction earlier there. I mean, I'm more amazed that this bastard gets up to 200 miles an hour down that very short start-finish straight. Like, you understand how fast that is to reach that speed in a relatively short time? That's some time travel fucking shit right there. Holy Jesus. .104. I have to laugh at the absurdity of my situation. I really do. Somehow made up 4/10 in that disaster? How the mother... .103.75. No. Okay. How do we find 3/4 of a second? How? I seriously want to know how we find 3/4 of a second. How? I don't know. I really just don't understand it. Valtteri Bottas, what did you eat this morning? Mercedes, what kind of black magic and fairy dust and witchcraft and all kinds of super illegal stimulant drugs have you injected into this car? Because holy shit. How? I don't get it. It's not often that I am utterly dumbfounded by something in the automotive world, but this is one of those times. I think the only thing that truly stunned me more was when Elon Musk unveiled the Tesla Cybertruck. But how? How is this car a second faster over the course of a very short lap? I mean, there's not all that much you can do to gain big chunks of time at a track like this. It's just not long enough. Like the Nordschleife, if your average speed is 0.5 kilometer an hour faster, you're going to be like 10 seconds a lap quicker. But this thing, I mean, I just don't get it. 103.92. Somehow we didn't crash. Don't ask me how I didn't crash, but I didn't. Don't go wide, you. .103.56. Is that a new personal best? It might be. It could well be. I don't know. I can't remember. But I'm going to follow my shutdown procedure here for when I record hot laps without commentary, because I'm going to record that one. And that's going to be a standalone video out of all of this, because holy fuck, that's fast. And it's still half a second slower than Valtteri goddamn Bottas. How? That's all I want to ask. How? Until next time, Ferrari Man 601 saying thank you very much for watching, and of course, we will see you soon.